We do not count calories. They don't work. And Jason Fung taught us this. Now, some of you might say, well, they worked a little bit for me over the years. What do you mean they don't work? Here's why they don't work. Is every time you lower your calorie down and you increase your output of calories, you change your set point. Jason Fung taught us this. So you change your set point. So what that means is that you have to stay always, if you want to sustain that result of weight loss, then you need to keep your calories where they're at, and you need to keep your output of exercise where it's at. So let me make this very applicable. If you go on a 1,500 calorie diet and you decide that every day you're going to hop on the treadmill, and the treadmill tells you that you exerted, that you burned 500 calories, then that means that you have, in order to just maintain your weight, you're going to have to stay at 2,000 calories because your output was 500, your input was 15. Combined, you can get away with 2,000 calories and you won't gain weight. But if you go to 2,500, which is not a lot of calories, you're actually going to gain weight, because weight loss is all dependent upon your set point when you calorie in, calorie out counting. That is the most frustrating way to lose weight. I did it for years, and yes, it provides great results. But once you hit your set point, you will have to always stay there. So it hits temporary great results. And then you start gaining the weight back. And you have to keep that up. And then you get stuck because your body readjusts its metabolism to that 2,000 number. And now you have to start to either output more or eat less to lose the next bit of weight. So the reason that calorie counting diets don't work for us is that they're not sustainable. You need to bring insulin down. You need to tap into your fat burning system in order to permanently lose weight. If you calorie count, you will continue to be upset. I can't say that enough. But if you ask me or ask my team, hey, I just increased my, I just added fat in, and I looked at my Fitbit and, oh my God, am I eating so many calories? I'm going to tell you, we just don't count calories. I want you to live in fat burning and learn how to be metabolically flexible. So it's the in and out of sugar burner, fat burner. Go read the chapter I wrote on the metabolic switch is the magic to losing weight. If calorie counting was the magic, we would have solved the obesity problem a long time ago. Second one, poor food choices. I want you to get to know the different food choices. So the reason that this is important is that, I've said this before, there's a lot of gluten-free, there's a lot of keto foods that are coming to market, and they're packed with toxins. Toxins make you hold on to weight. So I want you eating things without a nutritional label as much as possible, because once we start to go into these gimmicky things, the ingredients can get off course very quickly. Gosh, I'm not interested in the gimmicky stuff at all. I'm interested in learning how to use fasting and food without a label and natural things like normal sunlight and natural things like normal movement. These are all things that I would rather create a foundation of a life that's built off of what I have access to than learning to trick out little things. Now, I will bring you some of my favorite biohacks. I find the more gimmicky the food, the more toxins that are there. If a stressful event hits your brain and you're revved up and you can't calm yourself down, that's a legitimate cortisol spike. And what I do for that is go for a walk. I cannot tell you how much walking calms the amygdala and brings cortisol down. When stress hits and you feel like you're in this reactionary spot, go for a walk. move, use that cortisol. Cortisol was designed to make you move. So if you're sitting at your desk and all of a sudden people come at you, and you are like shutting down, or somebody upsets you, don't sit, move, because cortisol that is not used will be stored. So if you have stress coming after you over and over and over again, then you're going to want to use it and make sure that it doesn't sit in the fat. Now, having said that, I also want you to realize that why we vary fast and why we vary food is that sometimes the different length fast, the different styles of eating can produce these cortisol spikes. So I want to make sure you move in and out of those, that you don't stay in that rigid cortisol place. I want to say on the toxic ingredients, for you that if you're already overwhelmed with what I said, just stay there. Just stay there. For those of you that are like doing check boxes in your head and you're like, okay, yep, doing that. I know cortisol is bad and I've got some strategies for it. Those of you that are like, yep, I don't count calories anymore. Those of you that are like, yeah, I don't get into gimmicky ingredients. I stay high quality ingredients. But the fourth step is toxins in general. And this is where heavy metals come in. So we live in the most toxic time in human history. The toxins aren't slowing down. They're coming at us in so many directions: physical, emotional, chemical toxins. The first is paradigm shift here. So at paradigm, I'll try to point out when I want you to step into a different paradigm. But what you put on your skin matters. The shampoo you use matters. And it matters for your weight loss, and it matters for your longevity. So if you haven't looked at your beauty products, your toxic cleaning products, it's a big project to look at. In order to be successful with fasting, your weight loss, your hormonal health, we've got to start to address those toxins. So phthalates, I talked about them they are found mostly in fragrances. They're often in meats. They can be in drinking waters. Phthalates lower testosterone. So they also are an obesogen, meaning that they'll go into an insulin receptor site and make you insulin resistant. BPA plastic is the same. All BPA plastics are the same. They go into an insulin receptor site and you become insulin resistant. Pesticides, same thing, which is why I want to encourage you to go organic as much as you can. So, but with phthalates, the problem is not only do they block an insulin receptor site, so now insulin can't push glucose into the cell and your body's going to store insulin and glucose in fat. That's why it's an obesogen. But phthalates lower testosterone. And now as they lower testosterone, your motivation and drive go down. So one chemical in your favorite perfume is causing you to hold on to weight, preventing you from losing weight no matter what you do, and decreasing your motivation and drive to stick to your weight loss habit, or your new diet and your new workout plan. That is an easy swap. It may be emotionally difficult, but you just, once you identify that your cologne or your perfume's not working for you, or your plug-in air fresheners, get rid of it and learn the world of essential oils. Because that one chemical could be the linchpin to everything you're trying to do with your health. So that was what number 4 was about, was to bring to your attention that maybe your efforts with weight loss and with your health hasn't been because of lack of discipline. Maybe there's something like a phthalate or a toxin that needs to be addressed. And then the last failed diet is the one size fits all. Just if you see somebody losing weight or getting great results, I want to encourage you to learn to just support them. And I'm gonna tell you something that is a law of attraction that works so well. Is that if you want to bring something into your life and you don't have it yet, the best thing you can do from an energy standpoint is applaud the people that do have it. It's the old thing that you can't accumulate, you can't be wealthy and then turn around and villainize people that are wealthy. It doesn't work like that energetically.